Do you find back to school stressful? Back to school can actually be stressful for some people, but I love it. It can be overwhelming though, so I have some tips to get you through the back to school stress. This is my tears-free guide for back to school that I use every year and I love it. And make sure that you stay till the end because I have the best school supply shopping tips. Even if you get them through the school, you're still gonna wanna see this. Also, I have a tip for sleep, which is obviously very important. Hey friends, I'm Robin. I help overwhelmed people declutter all of the excess from their lives so that they can start living them. All right, grab your tea and let's get some school supplies done. Now, I don't need my kids to leave. Sure, they've been here for the last 19 months because of COVID, but I do actually look forward to a full 7 hours without having to nag someone to do something. Okay guys, I'm gonna need you to pick up your stuff. I see a lot of things laying around here. I see shoes, I see a shirt, I see a sweater, I see pants, I see pickles, I see computers. Let's get this stuff picked up, guys. I do love the fresh start that fall brings, though. It really takes me right back to childhood, and I really love feeling organized, and this system for back to school is key for me loving them. So number one, let's find those old backpacks, and we're gonna destroy them because they are filthy. No. Okay, that's not usually the case. Usually you don't have to destroy their backpack, but if you didn't do this at the end of the school year, get out old paper. Hopefully there's no food in there. Okay, earthquake bag. Wow, that is old. Oh God, it's wet. Okay. Recycle anything, wash anything, and then you're going to want to put this backpack through the washing machine. Also, go through their clothes. Declutter your kids' clothes. Kids grow, which is great. I mean, it really is. But it's still a headache. We need to cycle through their clothes way more than we need to do our own. So I like to go through my oldest kids' clothes first, and then I pass them down to my next son, and then to my youngest. I'm lucky I have 3 boys. Anything that has actually survived the second kid all the way to the youngest, that's incredible. But you are going to need a list of what you need to buy. After you're done decluttering your youngest, make sure that you immediately donate anything that can be donated. Unfortunately, some things might have to go in the garbage. Do that right away. And then take an inventory and make a list of things that you will need to buy. And make sure that you stick with that list. Now, my kids are teens, so their tastes are changing. I actually sent my oldest to the mall with some money, and that actually worked out pretty well. Sit down with your other kids and do some online shopping if you can. Bargain shop if you can as well. I mean, kids are growing and often it's just not even worth buying the new clothes. Another thing I recommend is coming up with a rotation for lunches and breakfasts. I know. You might be like, what? But trust me, this is actually amazing. Kids can get tired from the same old thing. I know it's really quite surprising. I personally had honey and peanut butter sandwiches as a kid, and it may bring me back some major nostalgia now, but it took me a really long time to be able to stomach them after the 1980s. So I like to start my kids' day, as far as breakfast goes, with some protein. Cereal just does not cut it. They can't learn well if they're just full of carbohydrates. And I think it's a good idea to sort of like look into what sorts of things you want to feed them for breakfast. So sausage and a breakfast muffin might be good, eggs and toast with some frozen blueberries on the side. And then also look up great lunch ideas as well, because lunch is just, you know what I'm talking about? Comment below and share your favorite lunch ideas and breakfast ideas for kids. I would personally really appreciate that, and I know the other viewers would as well. So here is my fail-safe school supply tips. Now, I know some people hate this part, but this is my favorite part. I love it so much. It reminds me of fall again.
Don't you love New York in the fall? Makes me want to buy school supplies. I would send you a bouquet of newly sharpened pencils if I knew your name and address.
This works even if you decide to go with the school supplies provided by the school, because often there are still a couple of things that you need to purchase, and even if you don't, just hang on. Now you need to get your list together. So type them up or just make sure that they're neat, one list per kid. Often the school provides one, so that's good. Take an inventory of what your kids have left over. So put it all out on the table and just look at what you have. And then adjust your list. Double check any clothing that is required for like gym strip or clothes, bags, anything like that. Then you're gonna wanna put your pen in your purse, get in your car, and leave your kids behind. Okay, don't leave them alone unless they're old enough. Leave them with your husband or a babysitter or your wife or your neighbor or anybody, but just go without them. Don't bring your kids. And then once you get there, you're gonna wanna put your headphones in because this is fun. This is a great night out for mommy, okay? You're going to want to enjoy yourself. Get a clipboard from the store. Just walk right over, grab a clipboard, and then put your list on the clipboard. And now we are going to systematically go through the aisles. Grab anything that you need and cross it off your list. The clipboard is the key.
All right, it's time. It's the best day of the year. School supply shopping time. I do not need makeup for this. My rosacea is looking amazing. I've got this going on, which is awesome. But I have got my pen and my lists. So we are ready to school supply shop.
Got my AirPods in so people don't think I'm crazy. Okay, so the first thing is getting a clipboard, and I'm seeing some, they kind of remind me of ones from work. I don't like that, so I'm gonna grab this one. Just attach this on here and then I can start checking stuff off. I'm trying to find the best deal on pencils because I need at least 75 and I want to get some for myself too. So 18 pieces at $3.29. I got this one because in the past I've had the leads break, which really annoys me, and I think they're a good price. So that's my haul, and I've got my clipboard because I actually lost the other one. I left it at school once, so now I have this. Yay! Now once you get home, you're going to want to label everything. Now my husband usually helps me with this part, which I really love. It's great. He just like picks up a Sharpie and starts labeling things, which is awesome. Now in the past, I've actually ordered labels online from places like Mabel's Labels. Don't mind my cat, he's falling down everywhere and bumping into things. So I've ordered them online from Oliver's Labels, Mabel's Labels, but now I use Avery Labels myself and I just make them up because the kids are teens, they don't care. You can even put like cute little designs on them. So I will link those below. You can order those if you like from Amazon. This is one of the most important things about back to school. It would be the sleep transition, not for the kids, but for you. Okay, I'm kidding. It's really for the kids, but it is also for you. You need to start it minimum 2 weeks before school starts, unless your kids are already on their normal sleep schedule, which is great. But if they are not getting up early, like my 16-year-old is probably getting up at like 11 a.m., I am going to 2 weeks beforehand, we're going to make sure that they're incrementally getting up earlier. And then the next night they can go to bed later. Sleep experts agree it's very important that you start your day earlier and then you can make your night earlier. It can make for a bit of a rough transition, but it's certainly better than that rough transition when school starts. Okay, so when you do get your back to school stuff in order, you might want to get your kids' chores in order. And I have a video here all about that. It would also be very helpful when it comes to back to school. So YouTube thinks you will like this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.